Hello, Primary 7. Now, today and tomorrow, we are going to be doing a mixed amount of work, but all focusing on completing a science experiment. Now, I've sent to you earlier today, I sent you 3 choices for your science experiment. One is called oozing oobleck. I'll let you have a look at what that one is. The second one is about inflating a balloon. The third one is about creating your own ice cream. And I've sent these out so that you can gather resources, maybe over the weekend, maybe on Monday, to be able to complete just one of these science experiments. What I'd like you to do and make sure of is that whatever resources you're using, you have checked with your family, checked with the adults in your family to make sure that that's okay. Okay, because what I don't want is lots of people raiding the cupboards and using things that were meant for other more important food production later. Okay, so have a look through the resources, have a chat with an adult, choose which experiment you would like to do. I'm also going to be uploading onto underneath. There will be some videos that are of other people having done the experiment. So if you can't manage to get the resources, and that's okay, you can have a watch of somebody else doing the video. However, the process that you're doing is exactly the same, whether you're watching a video or whether you're doing the experiment yourself. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what our learning intention is and then talk you through what it is you're doing today and tomorrow. Okay, so our learning intention is we are learning to share scientific understanding of how matter can change or react. Your success criteria is I can share my understanding of what matter is. I can write a scientific prediction. I can complete or watch an experiment. And I can share my scientific understanding by completing a report using accurate format. Now, that last success criteria, Primary 7, is one that we're going to do on Wednesday. So today, Monday, and Tuesday's activities are going to be in preparation for writing a really good science report about what we found out on Wednesday. So today and tomorrow, I'm giving you flexibility. Because I know lots of people have different routines at home, I didn't want to say you have to do that experiment on Monday. So what I'd like you to do are 3 separate activities, and they can be tomorrow or today, and you can do them in any order. And those 3 separate activities are complete your science experiment. Your second one is to watch the Oak Academy film that I've set, and that's by Miss Cooves. She's talking about matter and what matter is, and that will really help with your scientific understanding and some really key language for then sharing your report on Wednesday. And your third job is to go into Education City, where there's a little bit of a task. There's actually 2 separate tasks, but one main task about report writing. So one of the tasks is a review, a glossary review, so some words for you. And then you've also got your science report writing, and it's just looking at the different words and phrases that might be useful in preparation for your report writing on Wednesday. Now, before you do your experiment, if you're choosing to do that today, or if you're choosing to do it tomorrow, either way, before you do your experiment, it's really important that you write a prediction, because this prediction has to happen before you do the experiment. It will form part of your writing tomorrow, not tomorrow, Wednesday. So it will form part of your writing task, but I would like it to happen in a particular way. Okay, so I've shared with you also on this attachment, there is a glossary for your science language, and you might want to have a look through that to see any key terms. Okay, so when you're sharing your prediction, I would like you to use at least 2 sentences, Primary 7. I'd like you to think about the connectives, because I've shared with you on Education City some connectives that will be useful to think about for scientific report writing. So make sure you have a look at that before you formalize your prediction, okay? So for an example, you might want to share, I predict that the milk, this is for the ice cream experiment, that the milk will not freeze within 5 minutes. may take longer than this. That's a fine prediction. That's absolutely great. What would not be okay is I predict that it will work. That's not really saying anything. I want you to tell me what you think will happen, what your observations are going to be, and be really specific and detailed about that, please. Another good prediction would be, I predict for this experiment, my prediction, for this experiment is that the chemical reaction will cause gas to rise into the balloon. This is the balloon expanding experiment, therefore making it inflate and expand. So all thinking about key scientific terms that are really describing what your observations are going to be. Okay, Primary 7, just to review before you get set on today and tomorrow, today's tasks are, today and tomorrow's tasks are, to complete your experiment, making sure that before you've done a really good prediction of what you think is going to happen in your experiment. You're also going to look on Education City and you're going to complete the 2 tasks on there. Remember, I can see how much you've interacted with that and what you've got as your score, okay? It's okay if you don't do too well to go back and do it again. Okay, that's really useful, especially if you think that science report writing is going to be challenging for you. And your 3rd task is to watch the Oak Academy film on what matter is. And it's really, really well constructed. Okay, so you've got your 3 tasks. Remember to check with an adult to make sure that you can use the resources that you have at home. And if you can't use those resources, then there is a film as an option for anyone who can't manage to do their experiment themselves. Okay, Primary 7, I wish you luck and I look forward to hearing about how you've got on later today and tomorrow. And then I'll see you again on a video on Wednesday when we do our report writing.